Different culture creates different foods.
Did you ever imagine eating foreign food in hawker center?
Hawker center is a market at which individual sellers sell ready-to-eat food from small booths. It is a part of their life for Singaporeans. Many local people eat their everyday meal here because of its affordable price. Singapore Hawker Center have recently received UNESCO heritage for selling Singaporean dishes. However, if people want to eat foreign cuisines, they usually have to travel to restaurants.
However, some foreigners who have moved to Singapore decided to share a taste of their home in Singapore at a more affordable price.
Today we are going to introduce two hawkers putting efforts to spread their cultures to the world. Talking about Chinese food culture, food is an important part of daily life for Chinese people.
Singapore Chinatown is much beloved for its blend of old and new and traditional Chinese food made by Chinese immigrants. In Chinatown complex, there are varieties of hawkers selling traditional Chinese cuisines taken from the old generation. Whampoa Soya Bean is one of the oldest hawkers in Chinatown. They have been selling bean curd jelly since Singapore Chinatown was created. Their bean curd jellies are popular among the Chinatown hawkers.
And what is tofu pudding dessert? Tofu is from the ancient China during Han Dynasty. 100 years ago, the boss of a famous Dehua restaurant, Liu Xi finally came up with his own recipe, which greatly improved its taste. Huangpu Dehua is open since 1978 at Whampoa Hawker Center, but a story about this Dehua didn't start there. Before this, the Huangpu Dehua is sold on the Discard Road. It sells homemade bean curd. A small businessman from Chaozhou, which is the father of the store owner's father. At 1968, when Ye Kuntai is just over his 40s, he have 9 children to raise, and that's the beginning of the Huangpu Dehua. Since then, he is always the first one who gets up and last one who go to sleep in his town. Years later, he became more and more famous. In order to maintain the traditional taste, there is only one still, no other branch still right now.
作为一个就是在这里工作的人，你的就是日子通常是什么样的？就比如说，就是你每天早几点起来，然后都拖床。
早上我是7点到这里，之前是我弟弟的话，他8点3点来，然后我7点就开始需要煮。开始还好，那时候人不是很多。人大概9点多10点就开始了。
为什么你决定在这里就是开一间小店？
不是我要在这里，是因为我家的历史已经有50多年了。王府豆花也是我们1968年。1979年政府要小贩进入小贩中心，街边小贩进入小贩中心，所以我们1979年拿到一个摊位在王府小贩中心，就一直到现在。王府小贩中心的生意很好，不好。然后我们的王府豆花被人家盗用它的名字，我看到其他王府豆花白色招牌。对不起，那个是中国人。爸爸的跟我们讲的就是要就是亲力亲为啊，所以我们从来不假手于人。所以王府豆花取代王府汤的是我二哥，也只此一家不用分店。说王府豆花也只此一家不用分店，这个是我的厉害。
请问就是就是你接下来想做什么？就是继续这个生意吗？还是？
我试试看吧，体力有限。基本是12个小时在这里。真的是随便看都会被看到。
确实很辛苦，对，而且很热。
Japanese food culture is characterized by a variety of features.
We will introduce Japanese ramen culture. Ramen is a noodle dish consisting mainly of Chinese noodles and soup, combined with various ingredients such as char siu pork, bamboo shoots, seasoned egg, chopped leek, and seaweed. Mee pok is a Chinese noodle characterized by its flat and yellow appearance, varying in thickness and width. The dish is commonly served in the region of China and countries with a significant Chinese immigrant population such as Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand. Mee pok is commonly served tossed in the sauce, though sometimes served in the soup. Meat and vegetables are added on top. The next we come is here, Lee Yuan Mee Pork. The owner is Naoji Kurihara. He is Japanese and works in Singapore for more than 20 years. He sells mee pok that contains both Singapore and Japanese ramen food culture styles. We went to interview him for more details.
まず最初は自己紹介をしたいと思います。自己紹介。名前は栗原です。年は55年。シンガポールは2001年の21年あっていて、営業店 PR で。じゃあ、自分のポーカーの紹介をしてもらってもいいですか。紹介ちょっと待ってください。一日のポーカーからルーティーンとか一日のスケジュールを教えてもらっていいですか。ちょっとその前に自分の仕事ってことはそれともスタッフの話か。今もうほら毎日仕事したいの。じゃあだからスタッフの人ね。はい。じゃあルーチンは営業時間が朝8時から夕方の小田さんと7時半小田さんと8時過ぎからそういう来て帰るの大体8時半からやってくる。で朝はメインシェフの方は8時からオープンなので1時間前に来て7時から準備をしてでキャッシャーが朝の時あるんで8時半から。
じゃあ次は、何を売ってるか教えてもらってもいいですか。
何を売ってるか。あるとミーポークっていうシンガポールのヌードル、日本でいうとラーメンとラーメンはスープ形式だけども、そうだから混ぜそばみたいな、日本でいうと混ぜそばと、ラーメン。
どうやってそのミーポックと日本のラーメンをマッチさせたの？
当初はシンガポールの知人からレシピを教わってシンガポールのレシピでやったんだけども、だから日本人なんで味噌とか醤油をラーメン的にちょっとレストラン面白いかなと思って、それから
看板メニューは
看板メニューは人気パパタルでそれだけどバタリンと通常ミット
後でなぜポーカーを始めようと思ったんですか。
もともとはね日本食カツ丼とか丼関係とあと焼肉弁当とかサバ弁当とかそういうお弁当関係、あとカレーライスとラーメン で、なぜかというと、なぜこういう食でやったかというと、日本人中学校のお弁当を作ってたんです。そう、この近くにあったのが、またこういうトイショップ、飲食をそれで日本食から始めて、まあいろいろ記事見てもらったんだけども、日本食から始めて、日本食の隣が海国のお店だった。そうそうそう。で、まあ、同年齢だったんで、まあ、ね、お隣さんなんで、まかないはね、日本食食べたから、そうやしてて、そういう間柄になって、で、この日国の亭主は、まあ、ちょっと覚えてみるかいみたいな感じになって、ちょっと覚えさせてって言って覚えた。
それは何年ぐらい前の話ですか？
もうね、2014年だから、8年前か。
パンを始めるにあたって、何か苦労とかありましたか？
苦労は、日本みたいに、日本のフードコートでお店を開くわけですね。まず、現地のシステム分からなかったんで、プロセスに、その場合は、あまり問題ないのが、1年ぐらい問題があった。
まあ、質問は以上です。ありがとうございました。
If you have a chance, you could look for hawkers that serves your cultural food and find some difference that you could only experience in Singapore.
The Singaporean government embraces and respects various cultures. This encouraged foreigners in Singapore to spread their cuisine and culture. In the meantime, overseas cuisine has been the exclusive property of the upper class, who generally have time and space.
However, foreign hawker centers have helped narrow the cultural gap between these classes. Through these hawkers, local Singaporeans can learn experiences and respect for various subcultures.
Food from various cultures and their derived entertainments are Singapore's great pride. Foreign hawker centers are doing well enough to play these roles, and if more and more foreign hawkers emerge in the future, they will be able to add more colorful cultures to Singapore.